45 years ago today, on July 22nd, 1980, Terry Fox was right here in Guelph, Ontario, during his Marathon of Hope. The story of Terry Fox in Guelph, Ontario is brief, yet its legacy is long. Now, when Terry arrived here in Guelph, it was around 8 a.m., but it wasn't as beautiful as it is today. It was rainy, it was cold. And when he got here, ooh, the beautiful, beautiful ringing bell right there. When he got here, he was welcomed by thousands and thousands of people excited to see him, excited to meet him. I love reading all the anecdotes of the people that actually were there that day. One especially, it was the mayor. And he was talking about the fact that he had never seen such beautiful curly hair before. And I mean, true, fact check, true. Terry's time in Guelph was quick, productive, and during a moment he felt perturbed by certain things. Now, the momentum of the Marathon of Hope was getting bigger by the day. Things were changing, with added and new difficulties for Terry. In the days prior to Guelph, when I read his journal, I can see a change in mood and this new developing struggle. It's the double-edged sword. As his run gathered steam, it raised more money, yet the bigger it got, the more requests came for media interviews, speeches, and photos. The impossible-seeming run was constantly being interrupted by good-intentioned Canadians.
More people, all trying to catch a glimpse of Fox. Some wanted autographs. And one man had a heart-shaped cookie for Terry.
On July 20th, the 100th day of the run, Terry wrote in his journal, "Today was a hard day because I had so many interruptions. The first miles went well, but I could only do 10 because they wanted to time my arrival in Stratford." In Terry's journal, 45 years ago today, here in Guelph, Terry seemed to be frustrated. "Today was slow because of continuous delays. First of all, I was stopped at 9 miles just before Guelph. Then I ran 2 miles in and spoke to a good gathering. I ran 5 miles out of Guelph. Then my feet and legs started to wobble. I began to shake and get dizzy. I had to stop and get to bed. I did 4 miles and then drove back to Georgetown for a reception." Now, Terry had just arrived here from Kitchener along Highway 7, and he was about to head to Georgetown. The day started with a radio interview before running into Guelph, flanked by the Roadrunners Running Club, with Terry receiving a check for $19,000 at Guelph City Hall. Later in the day, Terry received a $12,000 check in Georgetown. The money was adding up, but so were the obligations. Now, the Terry Fox runs here in Guelph so far have raised well over $1 million, but the school district around here has raised substantially more. Last year in 2024, raising well over $100,000. At one point in the day, a young man came out to Terry in the van and passed him a guitar in a case. He told Terry that he didn't have any money, but he wanted to help and donate something. He brought Terry his prized guitar and then left. This shook Terry once he found out. Terry then making sure that his team found the young man and give back the guitar. They found a local radio station willing to help, and they did. To me, this story is characteristic of a larger one. The kindness of Terry was being met with the generosity of Canadians. But the ability to give money, even small amounts, is difficult for some. To me, this is Terry loving the generosity of this young man, yet realizing he didn't want anyone to go without. I view this as loving humility from both. And what a beautiful series of events. The story of today, July 22nd, 45 years ago, is analogous to this phase of the Marathon of Hope in general. The cold weather of Newfoundland 100 days prior was now the warm Ontario summer. His attention and admiration from Canadians came with the burden of fame. And as he ran perhaps the most difficult run of all time, I now see a new side of the story of how much we asked of Terry. And that's why we still talk and think of him, because this entire journey has moments and days that inspire us all. And there really is beauty in that. Over the next few months, I'm heading out on the road and following Terry's path across Canada. The more I learn about the Marathon of Hope, the more I realize how important Terry is to Canada, to myself, and to the world. Please consider donating to the Terry Fox Foundation. You can do so at terryfox.org.